Howdy friends, and welcome to The Average J. It is time to move the girls. We have gotten a little carried away downstairs. One of the problems that we ran into is that when I move the girls into their temporary pen, you can see they're big. They're 9 weeks old, a little over 9 weeks. And one of the things I didn't calculate was the boredom level. And here is what boredom does. You can see I have boards up against the pen to keep all of the debris from coming out. There's still some in the back over there. But here's what the girls have done to it. You can see they have torn this to pieces. And it's pretty bad when you're sitting here all day and you hear peck, 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 peck. That's all it is peck, peck, peck. It reminds me of It's Always Sunny when Deandra is eating her sandwich.
Dude, will you calm down? You're eating that cheese stick like some kind of giant bird, you know?
But that is just annoying as can be. So it's time. We got to move the girls outside today. The coop is all set up for the girls. So what we did was we put down some straw, keep it nice and comfortable for them. And we have their food and water hanging. I don't want it on ground level because I don't want to mess them with it and tipping it over or getting stuff into it. I figured this will keep it as clean as it possibly can. And if I need to adjust the height as they get older, I just put little clasps on it so that you can change it out. And I covered the nesting boxes because they're going to be a little nervous when they come in here. I don't want them going into the nesting boxes to hide or think that's where they can go poop or anything. And I cleaned out the little side room. All the stuff that was in there is pretty much gone. So it is hot today. It's humid out. I hope these girls are going to be okay. There's plenty of ventilation in the coop. I'm just wondering how hot it's going to be for me moving them in and out, because I'm no spring chicken myself. All right, girls, you ready? For moving them, I'm just putting them in a Tupperware container or a Rubbermaid container. I put some shavings down the bottom because with the motion, they might get scared and go to the bathroom, and this way it lands on something. But we're just going to take them out and put them in. I'm going to do 2 at a time so that they're not overcrowded, because they are kind of big. I'm going to take some of this remaining poster board off because it is a pain to work around. There we go. We'll take that one off, and we'll take this chewed one off, or pecked. That's it. All right, who wants to go to the new? Come here. Who wants to go? What? You want to go? Come on. I don't want to just grab them. I want it to be a good experience for them. There we go. I know. It's terrible, isn't it? You gonna go? You gonna go to your new home? All right. Who else wants to go? Who else wants to go? You're gonna go next. All right. So we have 2. And I get the pleasure of doing that 8 times. Very strange seeing an empty pen now that all the birds have been moved. Well, not all the birds. All the Golden Comets. We still have our Buff Orpingtons over here. Another couple weeks, they'll move over to the big cage and we'll start all over again. So all the girls are in the coop, and we got all this area. Got food and water, and they're all standing in one little circle. I guess they're trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to put some food and water outside in the run and open the door and let them get out and get some fresh air and do some scratching. One of the best ideas that Michelle had was to put this handle and latch on, because previously all I had was this latch down at the bottom, and it made it incredibly difficult. So by putting on this handle, it worked. I'll take the bottom one off, but for right now, this works. Outside food and water is placed. We're going to release them through the door and see if they come out. I don't know if they will or not. All right, door's open, birds. Come on out. Well, that's it. It was kind of hard to do because of being out of shape and having to make runs up and down the steps carrying the birds in a Rubbermaid container, and it's very humid and very hot. But the birds cooperated. At the end, I had two that didn't want to come to the door that I could get them. I actually had to go in and grab them. That was the last two. But even when I grabbed them, it wasn't a big deal. They didn't make a big fuss. They weren't flapping their wings. It was more like a surprise and like, where am I going? But I can only imagine when I took the first bird out of there. It reminds me of that jib jab thing where, Easter eggs, and they take an egg out of the carton and like, oh, where's Steve? Where did Steve go?
Hey, I wonder what that is. I wonder what's going on here. I wonder what that thing is. What's that stuff? Look at it, it's bubbling. It's bubbly. Hey, whoa, where's Steve going? Hey, what are you doing? No!
Kind of reminded me of that, but only instead of getting like dunked in hot water and getting food dye put on them, they got put in a comfortable little home. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, please, and leave comments if you like the way the chicken coop looks. Have a great day.